Hello, traders, and welcome to tradingwithbill.com. I'm Bill. We're in Thailand, and it's a Tuesday, the 3rd of July. Traders, good to be with you. Sunny, beautiful, bright blue, sunny skies here. Currently, 6:44 in the morning. That would be 1944 on Wall Street on a Monday night. Traders, well, what's going on today? Well, remember the U.S. stock market is a half day today. It closes at 1300, 1 p.m. U.S. stock market will close today. So my suggestion is if you're in trades at London lunch, I'd start to figure out what you're going to do, if you're going to keep it over the holiday tomorrow, or if you're going to keep it going or take it off or do whatever. Manage your trades. About London lunch, I'd start to. I don't know how these markets are going to react. I got to remember. I can't remember the last time we were in one of these situations where we had this half day and now we got a full day tomorrow on a holiday. So I'm not sure how it's going to work. So we'll just see how it goes, right? All right, so here we go, and let's take a look at what is going on for data today. Actually, there's quite a bit of data today, if I'm not mistaken. Nicer business confidence out of the Kiwi came out, but no forecast. So we have building approvals, private housing approvals, RBA interest rate decision. We don't expect any change out of the RBA. No worries there. The important part, of course, is the statement. If anything's going to move the charts, it's going to be the statement. Are they dovish? Are they bearish? Are they hawkish? Are they non-committal, right? Or do they not care? You know, one of those, right? In the euro, we got Spanish unemployment change today. Construction PMI out of the Great British Pound, retail sales out of the euro, durable goods orders out of the U.S., and factory orders out of the U.S., and we have an ECB speaker chatting away as usual. All right, dollar index is at 94.60. Really hasn't moved any. It wasn't at 94.46 yesterday, so not a lot going on there. Let's take a look at what the markets did yesterday. I was in the U.S. session for a couple of hours. It was quite interesting. First thing I want to take your attention to is oil. Oil is at 73.94. I did a little self-analysis, like what's going to happen with this oil situation. I think oil is going to settle at about 76. I think oil is going to settle 75, 76, 77, somewhere in there. And I think by 2 months down the road, that'll be basically the mean for oil. That's where oil is just going to hang out, and that's what's going on there. Traders, I've got to tell you, you can listen to OPEC and all these oil speakers. Listen, they can chat all they want. They don't regulate oil. Sorry. It's the 5 major banks in the world that regulates oil, okay? And I heard this over 2 years ago in an interview, and it was absolutely, the person who said it was on it, just totally on it. A good example is, say the guy who makes a bolt for an oil rig. Well, there's thousands of oil rigs out there. He's probably producing millions of bolts. But he just went out and spent $10 million on a new machine. Well, now he owes the bank this money. If oil goes down to a certain level, all these people have all these loans out, can't pay their bills, right? Therefore, everything takes a crunch. They're going to keep oil above a certain level. And our job is, as traders, is to figure out what is that level. And it seems like 65 is like really the low that it goes down to, and then it pops back up 75, 76, 77. I think that level is going to move up now. I think we're going to see it up move on that. VIX came down a little bit. We are currently at 1560 on the VIX. Came down a little bit good, but for July, that's pretty good. The dollar index is at 94.86 on the index, and the euro futures is currently at 1.1706, hitting that 1700 area. Could be a bounce spot. If it breaks that, could be for the downside for the rest of the week. And the E-minis, the ESs, is pretty much sideways, not doing a lot. It's at 27.26. Can't get below that 2700 mark. So that's what's going on there. All right, so let's get to the charts. So my featured chart today is the pound yen. This pair is a great pair to trade. It's a pair that you got to keep your eye on because it'll get away from you. But once it gets in its mode, it does a great job. What I liked about this when I saw this is that this 200 exponential moving average has met here twice. It's met on this 200 exponential moving average. Comes down to the 200, bounces back up, comes all the way back up to my resistance line at 146.45, and then comes back down again. Now, basically giving us a double bottom, if you want to say that. And now it needs to get back up to that 146 level. Now, the concern is that we're sideways, right? But the 55 and the 10 EMA are below price, and we just like to see this push up a little bit and get up there so we can get to our 146.45 level. And we can take this to the downside. You know what? We're not going to take profit until it gets back to that 200 exponential moving average at 144.90. And then we'll look to see, we'll take some profits from there and see how it works out. We might have to, take profits at the 55. It just depends on what price action is today and how the markets work today. And I know I said this before, but I don't know how the markets are going to act today. It might be slow. Nobody might be trading today. I think Asia's going to be fine. I think the beginning of London will be fine. But we get into London 3 hours, 4 hours, I think the markets are going to just fizzle. I think the U.S. traders are going to be gone. And that's a big hunk out of the markets, right? That's a pretty big hunk out of the market. All right, let's take a look at the euro. Euro New Zealand. Wow, this is a nice chart. Euro New Zealand, really nice. Currently at 1.7350. I love my 50s, right? So these candles look pretty small, and they really don't look like they have a lot of decision here. But this, to me, looks like this is getting tired, right? Look at these last 4 candles. They're all dojis. These last 3 candles here, I'm sorry, not 4. 3 candles here are all dojis. Sticks just a thing in my mind saying, listen, this just wants to play with us here. And we're just going to stick a line there. If we're going to do something, we want to sell it, right? It's at a high, but there's a good chance this is just taking a rest and it's going to just continue to the upside. However, I, again, want to sell this. It's at resistance, right? We buy at resistance. No. We sell at resistance, we buy at support. So we definitely want to sell that. Sell. We might have a little problem here with the 55. You can see in the past it's reacted here on that 55 exponential moving average several times. So we might get a little bounce there. Be prepared for that. And then it's a clear line down to the 200, and that's where we would want to go at 71.50. And if it breaks that, well, who knows where it's going to end up. So altogether, we're looking like an 80 pip trade depending on where you get in. Just be patient. Wait for this to break below that 10. I always like to see that 10 on top of price. And I know I'm losing pips because EMAs are lagging. They're slower, right, than price action. But I like to really see that 10 EMA on top of price. So let's see if we get a candle below the 10 EMA. We can get into this trade safely. So listen, if we get in at 73.40, 73.45, I'm happy with that. Let's do it. Let's see how it happens. This just looks like a really sweet trade at the moment. We'll just see how it works out. Just taking a look around. Let's take a look I haven't looked at it in a while. The dollar Swissy. Yeah, this looks wow. This looks okay. Yeah, this is all right. This is going to be a trend line trade right here, folks, right? Just trend line this bad boy right here. Boom, right? We want a 3-touch trend line. There we go. Right? Let it break below there. Make sure you get confirmation. Whatever way you get confirmation, whether it's a retest of the trend line, whether it's from a lower time frame, whatever, and let it go. What is the biggest thing you see on this chart that I just think is outrageously well and good for us? Wide open space. No price action down here. Let this bad boy break that trend line, you know, maybe, wait for 2 candles, right? Make sure it's not going to go back above that trend line. The other nice thing is we've got the 55, the 200, and the 10 EMA all above the trend line, pushing on price to push it down. This is a nice looking setup right here on this dollar Swiss. I like it. I do like this a lot. This looks really, really cool. All right, traders, that's it for me on a Tuesday. Just be careful trading. Like I said, I don't remember this situation with 4th of July, middle of the week, half day. I don't know how it's going to react, so just be careful in your trading. But definitely by London lunch, please have all your trades adjusted where you want them for tomorrow's holiday. There will be no video tomorrow. I will see you on July 5th on Thursday. Traders, so much. Thank you for being with me. And a shout out to Minnie for that very nice comment she sent me on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your kind words. And everybody, always remember to trade smart, not hard. We'll see you on Thursday, July 5th. Take care, my friends. Have a great trading day. Bye-bye now.